Gathered today to witness, celebrate the union of two lives, a union based in friendship, and respect, and love. For these gathered friends and family, we are here to join in marriage. David Lewin and Anna Hamilton. Now, let me say quickly a few things about marriage. First, marriage should not be thought of as some kind of limitation. It is rather the basis for great freedom. A freedom we call friendship, a long and lasting friendship in which each person can be who he or she really is. And there's not only the freedom to be, but also the freedom to become. Good friendship allows each person to grow and change, and relationships are strengthened by healthy growth. Secondly, what has brought David and Anna to this place of marriage? Such things as mutual respect and understanding, as well as a deep and abiding passion. What has brought them here will go with them from here. For this reason, their love for each other will endure and will grow through the circumstances of life, which can be adverse. So in times of weakness, they will provide each other strength. And in times of sorrow or loss, they will provide each other comfort and hope. So they will complement each other through the seasons of life. One final thing from their promises today: to love and care for each other will come a deep union that goes beyond words. So there is therefore something of a mystery to their marriage. It's the old mystery of two becoming one. So at this time, let me ask, who gives this woman to be married to this man?
Me do.
When I first had the pleasure of meeting David and Anna, I asked them to do a little writing, something I could read at this time for their review. An assignment they dutifully fulfill. Let me read to you first what Anna has written. I want to share a story about how steadfast David is. Whatever the situation, he rises to the occasion. In this particular instance, we were flying to Ireland for a friend's wedding. Somewhere over the Atlantic, I fainted while waiting in line for the bathroom. By the time I came to, David had made his way to me down the aisle. I think I was out during his "don't worry, I'm a doctor" moment, but I like to believe that he had that moment. Anyway, when I stood up and got focused, David was right in front of me, looking me in the eye. He said in the calmest, most rational tone, "Anna, you fainted." Having never fainted, I, of course, immediately thought I had brain cancer or some other life-threatening condition. So David spent the rest of the flight holding my hand, checking in on me, periodically reassuring me it was nothing major. When we landed in Dublin, I was still nervous and wanted him close, just in case I had another spell. He stayed by me the whole time. A couple days later, it was time to head south for our friend's wedding. David drove us in a stick shift on Ireland's version of the interstate. While I gripped the map and tried to breathe. The Irish drive on the opposite side of the road. It was a bit harrowing. At the wedding, David was a great date. He talked and laughed his way through dinner and was again right there with me, by my side the whole night, including on the dance floor till 2 a.m. Once again, he was steadfast, constant, as he tore up the dance floor. For those who don't know, he is a great dancer. Since I met him, I've known David was a calm, steady influence on me. But this trip, I learned I could really rely on him in any situation. He's always up to the task, from airborne medical emergency to dancing till the wee hours, and all life's more mundane adventures in between. David is my guy. Well, let's see what David. A good portion of the people here today participated in this story of my meeting Anna. Most have their own version, and I'm sure many perspectives will be shared over the weekend, but here's mine. I met Anna at a fundraiser for Operation Home, the nonprofit for which she's executive director. As Anna will tell you, this was the most poorly subscribed fundraiser for the organization. I'd been to previous fundraisers, as it was founded, this organization, by a good friend and fellow squash player, but I hadn't met Anna. I'd purchased a ticket and proceeded to go straight to the event from work, held in Midtown, a local bar. I figured if I didn't go straight from work and went home first, I might not make it at all. As such, I was the first one to arrive. So there I was at the bar, having a pre-event drink, when in walked a goddess in white. I introduced myself, and Anna told me she had left a message on my home phone, letting me know I was the only person who bought a ticket. And she was refunding my money. Thank goodness I didn't go home first. We proceeded to talk most of the evening, and I managed to get myself invited to the post-event dinner, which included many people here. We had a wonderful evening. I sent her a message through Facebook the following day, hoping to get together in the future. I initially left her my number, however, while talking the previous evening, we had discussed that the guy should get the girl's number, make the first call. Thank you, Ryan. Anna rectified this, and we have not looked back. With that, David, let me ask you the question that we're all sitting in the sun waiting. David, will you have Anna as your wedded wife, to be your friend and companion, to love and to cherish? And do you promise to give to her your care, loyalty, and respect through all the days of your life?
I do.
And Anna, feel free to elaborate. Will you have David as your wedded husband, to be your friend and companion, to love and to cherish? And do you promise to give to him your care, loyalty, and respect through all the days of your life? You can say it to him. And David, as you're holding Anna's hands in yours, please repeat after me. I take you, Anna,
I take you, Anna,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forth,
from this day forth,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
until we are parted by death.
till we are parted by death.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
I take you, David, to be my husband, to have and to hold, from this day forth, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until we are parted by death. This is my solemn vow. tokens of their marriage, David and Anna have chosen these rings. These are the outward symbols of the love which they hold for each other in their hearts. David and Anna, may these rings always remind you of the promises you made here today. And may they always remind you of your love for each other. And David, as you put this ring on Anna's hand, please repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my vow,
as a sign of my vow,
and with all that I have
and with all that I have,
and all that I am,
and all that I am,
I honor.
I honor.
And Anna, as you place this ring on David's hand, I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of my vow,
as a sign of my vow,
and with all that I have
and with all that I have,
and all that I am,
and all that I am,
I honor you.
I honor you.
And so your two lives are now joined. May your love for one another go from strength to strength as you both grow in acceptance and understanding. May Jonathan and Zachary feel loved and supported as part of this union. And may the home that you make together be bright with the laughter of many friends and family and a place of nurture for all who gather there. May your home be the one place in the whole world where you most want to be. And whatever trials you face in the future, may they only cause your love to go deeper. I know they're not listening. Well, in Jewish tradition, there's a ceremony called the Shabbat Barakot, the 7 blessings. The first of which is the blessing of God's name over the fruit of the vine. It's a blessing which for 1,500 years has been said in Hebrew. So will we. That blessing goes like this. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. And that translates, Baruch atah, blessed are you, Adonai Eloheinu, O Lord our God, melech haolam, sovereign of the world, borei peri hagafen, for you create the fruit of the vine. And the fruit of the vine in both Christian and Jewish tradition signifies both Exodus and Genesis, both the beginning and the nurturance. So we simply ask that the one who created this relationship will sustain it as well. So David and Anna drink together of one cup, and so learn what it means to love another person for a lifetime. Yeah, you don't have to finish. The great Lebanese mystic Khalil Gibran wrote these words about love. When you love, you should not say, God is in my heart, but rather, I am in the heart of God. Think not that you can direct the course of love, for love, if it finds you worthy, directs your course. Love has no other desire but to fulfill itself. But if you love and must needs have desires, let these be your desires to melt and be like a running brook that sings its melody to the night. To know the pain of too much tenderness. To be wounded by your own understanding of love and to bleed willfully and joyfully. To wake at dawn with a winged heart and give thanks for another day of loving. To rest at the noon hour and meditate love's ecstasy. To return home at eventide with gratitude, and then to sleep with a prayer for the beloved in your heart and a song of praise on your lips. And so I pronounce you David and you Anna to be husband and wife. David, please show us how a bride should be kissed. That's how doctors do it, ladies and gentlemen. One more tradition, it's the breaking of the glass, and there is a glass in here, I can feel it. But the sound of breaking glass. An old manner of life will end, and a new manner of life will begin. The old manner of life is a life in which David and Anna lived for themselves, and appropriately so. But love has changed all of that. With the sound of breaking glass, a new manner of life will begin, in which David and Anna will live for each other, putting the needs of the other first. They will live, in other words, according to their vows. Also, with the sound of breaking glass is your signal that this ceremony is over, and for you to shout something congratulatory, like L'chaim, Mazel Tov, or congratulations. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you now David and Anna, husband and wife.
Come on, baby. Come on.